management and that plan. So this particular course is for caregiver for the elderly. So a bit of about myself. I'm Nisa. I come from the WeCare support group. I'm a dietitian and an educator. Okay. So before we start the course proper, I would like to know more about you. So the first activity is getting to know you, okay, as an individual. In front of you, you're given some food cards that looks like that, okay? So I need you to tell me, or rather select one of the images and tell me why do you choose the image and tell me why you like it. Okay? So just pick a picture that you like, something that you like to eat.
Like this one.
Okay?
I like everything.
You like everything. Choose one that you like it very much.
Okay.
Okay? So, have you selected?
Yes.
Okay, so you can
I
count this.
choose the bread and eggs. This
Okay, so tell me who you are and then tell me why you like this.
who am I?
Yeah.
What's my name? Oh,
Yeah.
my name is Aziza, and then I like this one. Because, I don't know. I like things like that.
Okay. So what about you, gentlemen?
Okay, I chose bak kut teh.
I cannot eat.
Okay.
Halal one can eat.
Okay,
or
so-
I won't eat.
Why do you like it?
Because somehow every Saturday, right, when I go riding with my friends, right, I every time see them ordering the same thing. But the problem is I cannot eat. That's why I like to try.
Okay. So
I would like to
I
try.
haven't get your name yet. So
My
you're.
name, you cannot see. My name so big here.
So I mean your classmate needs to know you. So
Hey,
what's your name?
I don't know you.
Okay. Anyway, my name is Sham. You guys can call me.
Okay.
Yep.
So gentlemen, what about you?
Me, my name is Kasman,
Yes.
and I choose this chicken
Ah.
with no rice
Oh, okay. So why is it so?
because I like to eat chicken.
With noodle.
No noodle, no what, chicken alone.
Chicken.
Okay.
I have this experience. I want to share. This place I go, the chicken very nice one. Very, what they call it?
What chicken?
Roasted and what? Roasted and steamed chicken.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
very
you
soft.
like
Then
roasted chicken or what? White
this
chicken?
one is steamed one.
Okay.
Which is very good. This shop I go.
Maybe half.
I think where? Near town area, I think.
Okay.
Not that expensive.
Okay. Thank you for
For
your
one
sharing.
person eat.
Okay. Thank you for your sharing. Maybe we can cover this in a while's time. Okay.
No, I just want to share to you the.
Chicken.
Okay.
Town chicken,
Oh, chicken. Okay. So what about you, gentlemen?
Okay, my name is Sasi.
Uh-huh.
I love satay.
Okay. So why do you like satay so much? Tell the class.
I don't know, it's just juicy, tasty.
Wow,
you know,
juicy,
it melts in your mouth.
Satay also good. Satay.
But I don't take beef, so I like the mutton and chicken satay. So
Oh.
mutton is my favorite, especially when you dip it in the gravy.
Yeah,
One time must bite and full.
Okay.
To go at the this one, satay club there, satay by the bay.
Okay. Good
Very
satay.
nice, good over there. Very nice.
Okay.
But it's a bit expensive down there.
Satay by the bay.
Yeah, satay by the bay.
Okay, I appreciate all the comments that you have made, and then okay. So why did I choose these pictures for you to choose as icebreakers? First, you know, since these are some of the food that we like, I'm sure the loved ones at home, especially the elderly, they too like the food. So do you know what are the nutritional values of this dish? So in order to actually plan a diet for them, we need to understand a certain concept. So this brings us into today's topic about the design. So first, before we even start, I want to lay a ground rules. So this ground is open for discussion. However, if you need to pick up a call, you can actually exit from this door to pick up your call. Okay? So after that, I just appreciate that you go through this list to know what the ground rules are. Okay? Okay. So going to the lesson proper. Now, at the end of the lesson today, you will be able to select food products, going to the supermarket, to choose the correct products with the correct nutrients for your loved ones. based on the recommended dietary allowance table. Alright? So you will also know what are some of the basic nutrients that your home or your loved ones needs at home. Okay? So some of the content that I will be covering today, the nutritional information panel, the recommended allowance table, and also some learning activities to help you register the knowledge into yourself, and last but not least, an overview for today's session. Alright? So going to the lesson proper. So when you go to the supermarket, right, what do? You want to select a product. For instance, sorry, can I borrow your?
Can.
Okay. For example, you imagine this is a food product, okay? So assuming this is a milk, okay? Milk bottle, okay? So you need to identify certain information before you even buy the milk product. Am I correct?
Yep.
You don't just pick any milk product
Actually, I check the
from
price first.
the supermarket.
Yeah, cheapest.
I mean, yes, even though price could be an factor, but the nutritional factor is important. So now, food label, firstly, we take a look at the product name. Okay? Secondly, you will see the net weight. Thirdly, you will get to see this panel over here. What does it have? The statement of ingredient, where the first ingredient is the percentage, the highest percentage of ingredients in the particular product, and by descending order, so on and so forth. Alright? So, at the top here, it will be the largest percentage of ingredient in this particular food product, followed by the lesser percentage. Next, we will have the nutritional information panel, which looks something like that, which we will cover in a while's time. And last but not least, two more, the expiry date marking. You will need to know when the food expires. You will not want to buy something that expires. And last but not least, where is it manufactured and where is it imported from? Okay? So moving on to the nutritional panel information. So taking dried apricot as an example.
Alright.
So this will be the NPI or NIP, if you can call it, right? So over here, you have certain information. So what is it? First step, in order to identify your NIP, you look at the serving size. In this case, 5 pieces of dried apricot is 1 serving. In this package that we have over here, there are 4 servings. Okay? Second, the calories. You don't want to overfeed your loved ones at home because they will be overfed. And then too much nutrients will lead to other problems such as some illness, diabetes, too much sugar, too much carbohydrates.
But how do we know that we don't overfeed?
Okay, that I will cover it in a while, okay? Just give me.
Why every time I buy a lot, then my kids keep eating non-stop. Then I also don't know how to stop them.
Okay, give
So
me.
I don't know how to calculate the
Give me a
calories
while.
also.
I will explain to you.
That's why I'm asking.
Alright?
Bit difficult. That's why
Okay.
I'm sharing.
No problem.
I
Okay.
think it's good to eat more rather than having small sum.
Okay, step 3. What should we see when we buy a product? Sometimes you will see the nutritional information panel with 2 types of 2 rows. One is the per serving row and one is per 100 grams. So when you are doing comparison, always take the per 100 grams. Why? Each package of per servings is actually different. Package A, apricot, might be 47 grams per serving. The other package could be 50 grams per serving. So by doing the comparison with each other, it is not fair. That's why we need to see as per 100 grams as a fair indication, right? After which, you will check which one is higher and lower, which I'm covering over here. So what is the nutrients that you are looking at, that you want your elderly at home to choose? Okay? And what is the nutrients that you want it less? Okay, in this case, for instance, if let's say your elderly at home has diabetes, you would want the sugar level to be not so high because any sugar spike will cause inflation in terms of diabetes. It will worsen the condition. And then number 2, you want more of like vitamins A, B, C, and so on and so forth. So in this case, when you have 2 NIPs, you do a both comparison of what nutrients that you want and what you don't want, right? So looking at 2 examples of butter. First, SCS butter, salted butter. Okay, we have 1 NIP over here. The other one is embroidered salted butter at another point. Okay, in this case, coincidentally, there is 2 similar servings, 2 similar packaging, or rather the grams. So serving size in this case is 10 grams, and serving for per package is 250 grams. Alright? So in this case, secondly, you check the per 100 grams for comparison. Okay. Thirdly, you go step by step on what nutrients you want to check and you don't want to have. For instance, if you are looking at buying the salted butter, you don't want too much of a fat content. So in this case, you just go step by step. In this case, probably at the third section, fats, you compare. Okay, this is 61 gram per 100 gram, and this guy over here is 81 gram per 100 gram. So the lesser, the better in this case. So in this case, we will opt for the, which one? This guy or this guy?
You got guy, where guy?
I mean, this SES butter
Oh,
product
butter.
or embroidered.
The guy is confused.
Okay, so which product would you choose in terms of fat content?
Which is cheaper?
Yeah, cheaper one. I think buy cheaper one better.
But I know SCS.
Because nowadays in Singapore, everything also expensive.
Yes, if you want to buy
Yeah,
cheaper,
buy cheaper.
but it compromises the nutrients of your loved one,
Then
which
eat
is more
little bit
important.
That's why you see.
A little bit is how little bit it is. A
Maybe-
serving is 10 grams.
So I divide by 2, 5 gram. So the other 5 gram I share with him.
How many children you have?
4, set
Four.
4. See?
Enough, no?
So I can do like that also, right?
I mean, you can, but in terms of 2 comparison of products, if let's say you are going to compare at the store, you will not think about, this one 5 gram or 10 gram, this one 2 gram or 8
Yeah,
grams.
correct.
Yeah.
I see the price.
So now, we look at the nutrients over here. Okay, in this case, SCS butter, it seems to be more healthy because the fat content is lesser, right? So on and so forth. Okay, so it looks, you look at the nutrients that you want them to have more or you want them to have less. Are you okay, Isha?
No.
I'm trying to study the.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone clear about the comparison over here?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So next, going to your question. How do I know if your elderly, your kids, are having enough nutrients or not?
Yes.
So we look at the recommended dietary allowance table.
Who recommends one?
This is a standard by the Dietitian Association.
Oh.
Okay? So what is it? Can anybody tell me what is this table about?
Times table.
Sasi? Want to guess?
I'm not too sure.
Okay. How about you, Aziza? Okay?
An average calculation of how much a person needs in calorie size per day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the definition for the table is the daily nutrients level that each individual needs per day. Okay? So now, this is a table that you will see in a while's time. So it tells you the information that how much nutrients daily, regardless of a kid and young adult, woman, pregnant lady or non-pregnant lady requires, all the elderly needs. So we will take into a closer look in a while's time. Alright? So with that, we are going into our first learning activity. So what I need you to do now. Okay, on your table now, you are given 3 folders. Okay? One is the recommended table that you have just seen. Alright? Okay? You have just seen this. And you are also given 2 NIPs. Okay? One on a soft white bread and the other one on a wholemeal bread. So what you need to do. Okay. Now, assuming that at home right now you have an elderly. I see it, for example, like Akung Ama, like around 60, 70 years old, okay? So what I need you to
If 100 years old, how? Also same.
Above 65, remember the table, okay? So now what I need you to do, you are given 5 minutes, you need to do, first, identify all nutrients from the NIP table. Second, I need you to also compare which product is better for your elderly at home. And last but not least, based on the recommended daily allowance table, tell me what is the nutrients that your Akong or Ama needs in this case. Okay, you're given 5 minutes. Once you're done, write the comparison or give me justification of which product is better in terms of nutrients, as well as some of the information that you sieve out from both nutritional information panel. Okay, clear? Instruction clear? Can? Can?
Yep. That's fair.
This is nutrition Akong Ama needs what?
60 years old and above.
So I see this table or this table.
Both tables.
Oh, both table.
this one.
So all this need to
Whole meal is better,
this
right?
one, check. Is it?
Okay, first do on this one first. This one will be the comparison between NIP table.
Yeah.
Then tell me which product is better based on the nutrition. Okay? And then pick a few nutrients that you think you want to discuss. This part here, you need to tell me based on the age group, right, 65 and above, right? Who or what he or she may need. Or maybe you can circle and then you do a discussion later on. Okay?
This one is good.
Iron is more. Yeah, this is good. Iron is
But
good.
the feel based on
Must
the
be on the, yeah.
No, no, no.
But they
We
need
are fine. But we have to compare with
protein,
This one is
protein,
65 years old and
protein
above. What
here,
is the nutrient that is required?
Okay, but then,
5.9
but we
here,
see this one, we just compare
5.1.
with this one, right?
but
These
this
two,
one what
then you need to
58
let me
what?
know why you choose which better,
Okay, you
which
see
product
iron?
is better. Then after
Iron.
that, the nutrients.
Iron
Pick a few
3.7
nutrients that you
mg.
want to discuss about
They need
based
how
on
many?
your selection.
19.
Okay, doctor.
Okay, 6. 3.7.
Okay?
But this one,
But here they put iron C. Then
I
here
think the good
iron is
thing is
2.9.
This one, okay? This one, what I want you to do is, for example, this two, for example, it's 18 to 30 years old, it's within this one, and they also need something like that, okay? So this is between 18 to 30, for instance. So now, if your Akong is 65, so where do you find the,
okay lah.
okay?
Okay lah.
So once you're ready, you can write something on the board to tell me your justification, which product you choose. And for the recommended dietary table, hold your horse first. Take the recommended dietary table on hand. I will go through with you in
I
a
don't want
while.
sunshine. I always eat gardenia.
This is just an example.
For example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gardenia. Oh, I want to
Okay,
share with you
so
guys. Gardenia is
You
very
should
nice.
have, you should have already now wrapped up
Yeah,
and then
then-
write the information. Which one you want to choose and
This one.
why.
Then this one only lah.
Write on the board. Oh, tell me which one you choose.
This one
and
meaning?
then, this one you hold first.
Hold lah.
Okay.
Right what?
Write why you choose the product
Why,
that you choose and
So need to bring this
what
one
is
lah.
the justification.
Oh, masih this one lah.
Yeah.
Different. Okay, just say better. We choose soft meal lah, it's not whole meal.
Whole grain.
Whole grain bread because
What is that?
the calories is lower. Think the
Lower calorie.
calorie equal to energy. This one calorie right?
Yeah.
I will try energy. Never mind. Because total lesser fat. Low fat. Cholesterol is 0. This one also 0. Carbohydrate 22. This one 25. Just put low sana carbohydrate. Dietary fiber high, that means good.
Tak ada.
This one good.
High
Hero
dietary.
very nice. This is all lesser.
can go back to your place and take a seat.
Then, can lah. Come out with three.
Come on, we want me know.
Okay, take a seat. Once you're ready, you can take a seat. We'll review in a while time. Okay, take a seat. Okay, so both groups has come up with your take on what is more nutrition for your akong and ama. So what are we comparing today? A soft meal bread and a white soft bread. Okay, and this it's the dietary table, or rather the nutrition information panel. I'm so sorry. So can Group A share with us why did you choose the soft meal bread in this case?
So because I think the nutrients are more and more iron, which is beneficial for red blood cells, I think. And then it's lesser fat.
Okay.
And the rest are opposite of the soft one.
Okay, so Group B, can you share with us why did you choose the whole grain bread?
Yeah, we choose whole grain bread because I don't know why they say low fat. Ours also low fat. No? Ours some more low carb, carbohydrate, but high in dietary fiber.
Sorry, why is it whole grain bread? There is only it is whole grain bread.
Yeah.
It is whole grain bread.
Whole grain bread what?
So
Soft meal is whole grain.
so it's both low fat, yes.
Yeah, soft
And
meal
what
is whole grain bread, right?
Huh?
It's sama-sama.
Sama.
So
Because
again,
you
never.
use
Number is low, right?
But you used to gardenia, that's why.
Yeah. That's why I tell you, put gardenia better. Then
It is just an example. It's okay. It is.
then I confused because
No worries, no
I
worries.
tell you I always see the gardenia.
Oh,
This one
Gardenia green.
what they call this one? MPI that's why I tell you mixed up
Okay. For the Group B, you have similar points.
Yeah.
Low fat, low carbs, high dietary fiber. Okay, let's compare both. First, in terms of serving, they are the same. 7 servings per packet. They have also 57 grams per servings. Okay, 2 slices each. So number 1, let's look at energy. Okay, energy over here. Per 100 gram it is 228 kilocalories. Oops, sorry. Second, this guy over here, soft white bread. They have 263 kilocalories. So in which one does it have more energy in this case?
White.
The white
The white bread. Okay. So secondly, we look at the protein. Protein is very important. Okay, your muscles, you need protein. Okay? In this case, per 100 gram is 9 grams over here. And per 100 gram it's 10.3 grams. So this is actually higher in terms of protein. Of course, we look at the next few points. Fat level. Do you want more fat levels for your loved ones? We try to reduce the fat level, especially trans fat and saturated fat. Correct? So in this case, looking at this, 3.7 gram versus 4.5 gram. Which fat content is higher in this case?
White.
The white one. So you might want to reconsider if you want the white bread or not. Okay? Looking at cholesterol, 0 for both. It's fine. Carbohydrates, carbs. Carbs, when you break down, it becomes sugar.
Yeah.
So if your loved one have diabetes,
Then don't
this
eat
one,
bread.
you need to be very particular. Because if let's say your loved one loves bread, tell you I really need to eat bread. Then how?
Say cannot
Okay? So we do a comparison in this case. Per 100 grams, this is 39.6 grams. And then for this case, it's 45.5. If your loved ones have some illness, you need to reduce the sugar level. The whole grain bread or the soft meal bread is actually better. Alright? So other comparisons such as iron, you can look that actually the whole grain bread has more iron in this case, 6.5 compared to 5.0. Okay? So this is the discussion for here. Now, there is one more section to it about the recommended dietary allowance table. So you are both given the table. Something like that.
Yes.
Okay? So, if I want your akong ama, to have
Why you want
enough,
my aku ngama?
or your father, mother also can,
Want
okay?
to take care them, okay lah, I give you.
Okay, 65 years old and above. So, which one are we looking at from this table? We are looking at this table over here for women, for men. Alright? On this side of the table for vitamin B and vitamin C, we have above 65. Okay?
Okay.
So, rounding up into a table, simpler form. In each days, they need actually around 68 for men and 58 grams for women in terms of protein. Why? Different build size need different energy level. Okay? So on and so forth. The iron, the vitamin A, these are the comparisons. So when you are selecting food products in a supermarket, always take this in mind that these are recommended nutrients level for healthy individual. So what if you have a loved one that is not so well, maybe have some sickness? So in this case, you need to take note what the dietitian is actually advising you, as well as what the doctors actually are recommending you. Alright? So reviewing of this whole entire section, how can we apply this cue when we go shop for groceries? So Aziza, if you are to use this skill today, how would you apply it?
Always check the energy.
Okay? Hisham, how would you?
Okay, first of all, I think this whole thing, right, is not practical. Basically, you're going to spend hours in the supermarket.
Exactly, that's why I want to share just now.
Next, the thing is, this one is basically micronutrients. You are micronutriencing the stuff, right? It's like a diet for bodybuilders, right? I mean, you can be a bit general, but this one is a bit too micro for us to do.
Tedious, a bit tedious.
Yeah,
Every time you need
it's
to
not
check.
practical. Anyway, the food that you chose are all processed food, right? I mean, there's a better choice in unprocessed, right? Why you use this as a sample?
Might as well go.
This is just a general information for you to do comparison. Of course, this is taken into consideration that maybe sometimes you need to do comparison. At the back of the session today, because this lesson still have about 6 more hours, what we aim today for you to actually design the diet plan. So this is just one section of the course
Okay,
itself.
one more thing. Like you say, this one has lesser carbohydrate, right? Compared to the other one. Lesser, not say don't have, lesser. So, what's the point if the old man eat the whole loaf?
Full mom, yeah. That's why I'm saying, you take half,
Right.
lesser this one.
Having lesser is not, and not having at all is two different things. I mean, that's what I think.
I do agree with your point, but however, as a caregiver, we are there to actually design this diet
But I'm
and
not the
plan.
caregiver, I'm the grandson.
Yeah.
Because Appa Mama.
That's why I'm asking you. At the beginning of this course, I did ask, are you here for the correct course today? This is a caregiver course, okay?
You safety, right? You go outside.
Okay, relax. Okay, so what is your take, Kazman?
You still say gardenia.
Yeah, I still think, but gardenia also expensive, bro.
So sunshine better.
No sunshine. NTUC one.
Okay,
Cheaper.
that is bread aside. So
bread
how
aside.
would you apply this skill when you shop for groceries?
I turn back.
Based on today's skill,
I
you
want
turn
to-
back?
Yeah, I
You
turn
don't want to
back.
buy
I
bread?
don't want to buy bread, I hate it.
So, Sasi, how would you apply these skills?
Because buy bread, I need to see the label and everything.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
But
You are what such?
no, I think today what Nisa said, I think it's quite useful.
Oh.
I think in the tonight, today after class, so I'm going to get myself a bread. So I'll check the RDA later.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah lah.
But gardenia.
Gardenia.
so basically we
Money buy gardenia.
so what we aim to do with this during for application case, you need to compare two similar products by using the nutritional information panel, which is somewhere around in the package. Okay, so to also know my last question for you for this section.
Okay.
So do you, for the whole class,
Okay.
What do you think the RDA table, does it serve all purpose?
No.
So give me a reason why no.
Because I think, like I say,
Ada idea apa?
tahu ni kawan. The RDA table too hassle must know.
The sector also kena access oh.
I think it serves the purpose.
Serve
Okay.
I don't think
So,
I answer for
Hisham,
you.
what is your take? Does this RDA table serve all?
It's useful, but I
Mhm.
mean, not to be too micro. I mean, just as a guideline for you to get what you're supposed to do.
Okay, so the RDA table actually serves as a recommended guide. If your loved one at home has some illnesses, do check with your doctors and the dietitian for more information. The RDA table is not comprehensive, but it is a good to know for daily nutrients of what a general elderly needs.
Hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.